Hey my love bugs, and welcome back to Honey Tea Tarot. Here we are with another channel message. If you are a new viewer, hello there, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. Go ahead, take a seat in the front, drop a comment below, let me know that you're here. If that's not your thing, baby boy, baby girl, sit your ass in the back, prop your feet up, peep the vibe, and if it resonated on your way out, y'all know to hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. If you are a returning viewer, hey honeybee, let's get to it because you know how we rock. Special thank you to everyone that has booked their personal readings. It has been real. Y'all don't owe me nothing, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this channel message. So I usually get the title after the message, but today I got the title before the message. So God was reminding me of Pharaoh earlier and how God had hardened Pharaoh's heart not to let his people go. And so I had thought about that way earlier, and I had sat down, I was typing up, God hardened their heart. And then God was like, the offer was rejected because I hardened their heart. All right. So there may have been someone that this could be a love interest, a friendship, maybe some type of business opportunity or whatever that you were trying to cultivate, trying to nourish, trying to pour some type of energy, love into, trying to just bring it into fulfillment, to fruition, trying to build it or build on the foundation of where it can be longevity. You know what I'm saying? Something that it can be forever or for at least till the end of this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So you return back to the stores. And someone rejected you. They declined your offer. And it was like numerous times. Because when the Lord reminded me of Pharaoh earlier, it was about how, you know, Moses just kept going back, you know, trying to get Pharaoh to let the people go. And Pharaoh just kept saying no, kept saying no, kept saying no. Went through different plagues and different experiences and situations and shortcomings and hardships, and still wouldn't change their damn mind. Still wouldn't change his mind. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what your person had to endure and had to go through. I feel like for a lot of you, if this person, this friend, this relationship, whichever way it is for you, if that person would have came back when that door was open, when you were offering that couple love, when you were offering that opportunity of reconciliation, if that person would have came back to you, you wouldn't have seeked anything of better or of more like value or something that goes to a deeper level. You know what I'm saying? You guys would have stay with who that person was or stay with at that job. Like that's the only thing that your heart desired. That was like your end all be all. And God was like, I got more for you, baby. And this person is not appreciating you. They're not handling you right. I'm seeing fragile. I'm seeing a package with fragile, and they're not handling you with care. Okay. They're not choosing to ascend and to grow with you. They're not choosing to choose themselves. They're not choosing to choose the Most High, to choose a higher timeline. So they have to get away from you. I keep hearing, I never wanted a better nigga. I wanted you to become the better. And I told somebody that a while ago, my releasing letter or whatever. And it's funny that spirit is bringing that back up. And maybe that's the energy that the collective is in. Like, you never wanted a better nigga, or you never wanted a better female. You wanted that female or that man to become the better. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and you were willing to hold space. Look, y'all heard that my phone go ding. 111 on the time as well. Confirmation. 3:55 on the time as well on the recording time. Like, you never wanted a better nigga. You never wanted somebody else. You wanted the person that you were with to become the better. And God knew that. God knew that if this person accepted your cup, God knew that if this person accepted this reconciliation, if this person came back towards you, you would have never looked for, you know, what was actually out there for you. You would have never had space to be able to attract what God actually has for you. And God had to harden their heart towards you. And I feel like at one point in time, y'all wasn't able to understand, like, especially if you and this person was friends for years or together for years, it's like, how could they do me like that? I'm not going to believe they going to do me like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't understand it. You couldn't comprehend it. You couldn't grasp it. You know what I'm saying? Like how? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, how do you just go from loving me or being in love with me to not even caring if I'm breathing today? Like how did we get here? I'm not gonna believe, like, you get what I'm saying, that this person did me like this. And it's like, it had nothing, it was no doing of their own. It was all the Most High. Okay. It was also a lot of lessons that you needed to integrate, you needed to learn, or experiences that you need to go through. You weren't going to go through, or you weren't going to be able to have that opportunity to be able to seize the opportunity because of the person that was in your energy. You know what I'm saying? You would have never been in that class or in that situation or been at that appointment or whatever if you were in this in this particular relationship. So the Lord had to put you into, as was for some of y'all, what could have been a season of isolation or a season of rejection, of people turning their back on you, in order for you to get into this elevation, in order for you to tap in and to step into your season of ascension. Excuse me. Also, a lot of you, this person, again, they needed lessons that they need to go through that they were not going to reach with you. It's the same way, vice versa. You guys weren't able to pull out the much needed lesson. Like, and at a point in time, you guys did. You know what I'm saying? At a point in time, there was a lot of healing, a lot of ascending, a lot of growing. But I feel like it got to a point in you or their season, or both of you guys' seasons of life or trajectory of life, of just where you were at in that season, that you guys weren't helpful and beneficial to each other anymore. Like iron sharpens iron, and both of y'all knives was dull. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, iron sharpens iron, but one was a knife and the other one was a butter knife. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it was unevenly yoked. There was no growth to be made at that time. And I feel like you weren't able to understand why this person, victim consciousness. You weren't able to understand why this person was neglecting you. You know, had you feeling like self-love. A lot of you guys, you learned the value of loving yourself. You learned a lot about yourself during this separation. But also, going back to that victim consciousness, I feel like a lot of you were second guessing yourself. Like, what's wrong with me? What didn't I do right? Why, how can someone just, what I'm saying, walk away from me so easily, like without a second thought? How was that just so easy? For some of you, if this was a relationship and they left you for a third party, or you guys broke up and it seemed like they immediately got with a third party, like you might have been second guessing, like, was it ever really love? This person never tried to rekindle or reconciliate things. Did they ever truly love you? I feel like for a lot of you, it put you in this victim mentality of feeling less than, unworthy, non-deserving. And I feel like that was also needed for you guys to tap into the energy of who you really was to end a cycle. I feel like for a lot of y'all, I can already tell this is going to be an intuitive read, because Spirit is like, put them cards down. So this read may just be a whole intuitive read. I'm just following Spirit. But I feel like you holding on to this connection as long as you did, or you fighting for it as long as you did, had this person's ego big. Like, I'm hearing, I got a big ego. They had their ego, their head gassed the hell up. Okay. And I don't know if they thought that they were just this great guy or this great girl that you just couldn't get over. And it was like, no, I love you how deeply I chose to love you, because I chose to love you that way. It was nothing that you did, that you said, that made me pour this love or this amount of love into you. That's just how I love. And if I genuinely love you, that is how I'm gonna nurture you. That's how I'm gonna care for you. That's how I'm gonna cultivate you. That's how I'm gonna pour into you. And I feel like you learned that. Like, the way that you love had nothing to do with that particular person, place, or thing. It had all to do with your inner being. It had all to do with you pouring out the love that you so strongly desire to receive. Okay? And I feel like there's some things that you had to learn and experience and go through that you weren't going to be able to get with this person. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm hearing I'm not a regular person, but this person like being regular. Like, you may not be a regular person, and you are very aware that you're not a regular person. But I feel like this person liked being regular. They like the external fake ass validation that they got. They love the fake admiration that they got. They like the immediate glorification that they got from low vibrational spirits and people around them. They love the earthly aspect of life. Like, you get what I'm saying? You seen too much for them. You knew too much for them. You weren't turning a blind eye to yourself. You weren't turning a blind eye to your ascension, to you evolving, to you calling a spade a motherfucking spade. And I feel like this person was not ready for that. At the time, they liked being regular. And God was like, listen, you ain't even about to waste your time no more. We ain't about to waste our time. Let me go ahead and harden this person's heart towards you, so you can move on and you can learn and integrate the lessons that you need to learn in order for you to call in the type of relationships and connections that you truly desire. The connections and relationships that's going to reciprocate all that you are and all that you give. I'm hearing ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Not people that's one foot in and one out. Not people that want to play and that want to, I'm hearing stop running in and out my house. The people that want to run in and out the motherfucking door. This is not a revolving door. You cannot run in and out. Spirit said there's no such thing as halfway crooks. There's no such thing as halfway walking with the Most High. You cannot serve two masters. Either you're going to be of this world or you're going to be in this world. Be in this world, but not of this world. Pick one. Either you're going to be in this world or you're going to be of this world. You got to pick one. Ain't no such thing as riding the fence. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you can ride the fence, but your pants going to get snagged eventually. Your legs going to get cut up. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to experience some type of pain, some hurt, some heartache from riding the fence. You can't ride the fence. Eventually, you got to pick a side. Eventually, you have to pick a side. And Spirit said, now it's time to pick a side. So for those of you that may have been trying to get an understanding or understanding of why somebody did you like that, how could they do you like that, it's not yours to understand, for one. And for two, they had to do you like that because God had to harden their heart for you to walk away. A lot of y'all, again, would have never walked away if this person didn't do what they did. If they didn't treat you how they treated you, you would have continued to settle. You would have continued to wait for them to want to evolve, for them to wait. I mean, you would have continued to wait for them to choose their mission, for them to choose the Most High, for them to become, for them to stop being unevenly yoked and become evenly yoked. You would have waited for that. And God knew that. God knew that. Your Most High, your spirit team knew that. The Most High knew that. You would have settled. You never wanted another man. You never wanted another female. You wanted them to become the better. And God knew that. And God wanted better for you. God knew that eventually they will become the better. But you knew how much heartache and how much pain you were going to go through waiting for this person to transition, waiting for this person to finally go into their cocoon and then break through their cocoon and finally flex their wings. Do you know how much pain and hurt and heartache you were going to have to experience in order to have that victory that you so strongly desired with that person? The Most High said, I'd rather hurt you for a minute than have you hurting for a lifetime. I'd rather put you on pause for a minute than for you to be stagnant for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons of your life. I'd rather you be in this one season of isolation, in this one season of rejection, in this one season of feeling like you're alone. I'd rather you have this one season then you go through countless of seasons of being with and around someone and still feeling like you by yourself. They're having multiple seasons of you thinking you building with someone and all they're doing is taking your bricks and building another house somewhere else. The Most High said out. That's like with kids. You know, when kids run in the street and like they almost get hit or something and the parent will whoop they ass crazy and they be like, I'd rather whoop your ass and you get hit by a car. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. Like, it's gonna hurt worse if you get hit by that car. Shit, you might not even live if you get hit by that car. But I know if I beat your ass. This is just an analogy, y'all. Because trust me, I'm pretty sure most of us, or majority of us, has been through it. I know I have. But I'd rather beat your ass, you know, with a belt, pop you a little bit, right here, right now. And for you to learn this lesson right here, right now, than for you to dart off back in the street and you get hit by a car and next thing you know you're in rehab or physical therapy for 6-8 months. Next thing you know you have a whole physical disability, or you have some type of brain trauma, or you know you die. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather whoop your ass than you get hit by a car. That's basically what the Most High was saying. I'd rather put you in this season of isolation. I'd rather put you in this season of being by yourself. I'd rather put you in a season of people counting you out right now in this one season than you having to keep repeating that lesson and that cycle over and over and over again for the next few years or for the next 6, 7, 8 seasons. Okay? So God was saving y'all. I know it may not didn't feel like it at the time. And for a lot of you, this is confirmation because you're coming out of this season that I'm speaking of right now. A lot of you are still in this season and you may be feeling lost and confused, and just your self-worth and your self-value is being attacked, and your self-esteem is kind of low right now. You're second guessing your own self, your powers, your how valuable you are. That's like the post I posted, I think it was yesterday or maybe it was early today, when it was like anyone will be lucky to have you. You're really a good one. Basically, the good ones never know it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you're coming into that season of knowing who the F you really are and standing 10 toes on that. All right. I'm also getting, because as I was typing this message up, the song by J.I., when it was like, Spirit, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Because I wanted to get this message out before I lost it. Trying to sing the song, y'all. So, you know, usually I do the song first, but I knew I was going to lose my train of thought. But the song is, hold on. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I wish that I could freeze time and take you to the past and we could rewind. So someone could be coming out of a season of their heart being hardened. Okay. They've been, even if they didn't willingly do the work, they've been dragged by their ear, kicking and screaming, going through these lessons, these situations, these growth, clearing out this karmic debt. Okay. So for a lot of them, they now wish that they could freeze time. They now wish that they can go back to the past and y'all could rewind. That they wish that they would have chosen you. But I feel like for a lot of them, they're going through a season of, why didn't I make that choice? Like, they're not understanding of how could they just deny the person or the friend that the only friend that they truly had, or the person that they truly loved. How could they deny this person? And I feel like for them, if you're on the other side, if you're on that side of the energy, this is your confirmation also to know that it wasn't you. It was the Most High hardening your heart. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to go towards this relationship. You wanted to go towards this connection. You wanted to reconciliate. You wanted to give an apology. You wanted to say, I'm sorry, baby, take me back. You wanted to try again. But it's like your feet, your actions, your words just couldn't get those things out. It just couldn't follow through. That was the Most High. That was the Most High. Okay? I'm also hearing third-party interference. For some of y'all, it was third-party interference, but overall, it was the Most High. The Most High allowed that third-party energy or projections or whatever to work because it was according to the Most High plan. It wasn't shit that third party was doing. It wasn't shit. The only reason why whatever they was doing was working is because the Most High allowed it. That was the only reason. Okay? For some of y'all, it is definitely including some third-party interference, but that third-party interference was all still a part of God's plan. That third-party interference was all still a part of what your spirit guides was putting together and cooking up. Okay? That person, place, or thing, they ain't had no power. They probably felt like they did. You probably felt like they did. Shit, your person probably felt like they did, but they didn't. It was all the Most High doing. Any other messages, Most High? Any other messages? I think that's it, you guys. I'm not being called to pull any cards. I'm not getting any more intuitive messages. So we're going to go ahead and leave that here. If that resonated, y'all know to hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. If you're interested in any personal readings, rituals, consultations, mentorships, or just want to chop it up with your girl or check out any additional services that I may have, go ahead and check the description box. All the information on how to do so is in down there below. And I look forward to speaking to you guys. Mwah! I'll be back with another one soon. Namaste.